So one of the most important things that you can do to help maintain the benefit from your last adjustment and help your body hold through your next adjustment is to focus on your posture and really create core stabilization. You already have the postural reset activation exercise, so continue to do that, but we're going to go into a little more detail about how you can activate more muscles so that you get that deep neurological connection between your brain and your body and you hold that adjustment for longer. So to begin with, you want your feet about hip distance apart, directly below your pelvis, toes pointed straight forward. And you want to think about balancing your weight into your heels and the outside edges of your feet. You should be able to wiggle your toes pretty easily, and so you aren't pressing your weight forward into the ball of your foot. You want to maintain that ease in your knees and let your heels and the outside edges of your feet take the weight. Next, you want a little bit of a bend in your knees. You don't want them completely locked out, so just enough so that they aren't super straight. Next, you're going to squeeze your glutes together really hard. When you do this, you're going to notice that your weight really presses into the heels and the outside edges of your feet. If you don't notice that, then try relaxing your glutes and then squeeze them together really tight. Relax them, squeeze them together, keeping your focus in your feet, and just notice if you can feel the difference between when you squeeze your glutes and when you let them relax. So with that activation of your glutes, next we're going to come up into our abs. We want to make sure that our rib cage is sitting directly above the pelvis. So rather than letting your butt go all the way back or tuck it all the way under, you want to find that neutral position in between. So you can think about reaching your ribs down towards the front of your pelvis just a little bit, as if you're bracing your abs for someone to punch you in the gut. So it should be like 10 to 20% activation. It's a very small amount. It's not like you're sucking your belly button in towards your spine. It should feel like your belly button is kind of pulling down towards your pelvic floor and that your pelvic floor is squeezing up towards your belly button. So once you have that gentle squeeze of your abs, then you can think about your collarbones broadening, reaching your shoulders down and back. So you don't have to squeeze your shoulder blades all the way back and together. You can think about it more as reaching the bottom tips of your shoulder blades towards the ground beneath you. So you still have your heels, outside edges of your feet placed on the ground, knees are at ease, pelvis is balanced above the heels, gentle squeeze of your ribs towards your hips so that your abs are turned on nice and tight, shoulders are down and back, and then final piece is to retract the head so that your head isn't jutting all the way forward. So you can squeeze it back as if you're trying to create as many double chins as possible, and then release just a little bit to maintain your ear above your shoulder. Once you have all of that, it should feel like you're really turned on in all of those muscles from head to toe, and that will help bring that neurological activation into your body so that you hold your adjustment for longer.